It's time now for the Peter Channel Love Cult News. It's late Saturday, June 11th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Late night at 11 o'clock. News and on tonight, top today at 11 o'clock. And it's late Saturday night is another place where searching for a motor Saturday evening hours after naming a 27-year-old Florida man as a killer of The Voice star singer Christina Grimmie. Fox City, Utah. Mitt Romney and Saturday torched Donald Trump and Republicans who have failed to stop his come to the party's presidential nomination, saying that current fortunes of GOP are breaking his heart. A California judge's decision to give former Stanford University swimmer Buck Turner a 6-month jail sentence for sexual assault on a country woman has caused a national uproar. Two people were killed and 2 others were injured after a small plane crash while attempting to land at the Tennessee airport, officials said. Beirut, 2 suicide bombers struck close to the Syrian capital Saturday, killing at least 12 people and wounded dozens more in the latest attack to hit the predominantly Shiite area. In recent months, state TV and an opposition activist group said. David Cameron and George Osborne say that they might not be able to protect the spending on pensions, aid, NHS, and defence in the long term as the UK votes to leave the EU. Pro-government Libyan forces battled the last remaining Islamic State fighters in the center of the Libyan port city of Sirte Saturday, with a spokesman saying that top ISIS leaders have fled the desert. California moves closer to health insurance for undocumented residents. Dallas, a Maryland man who shot an officer outside the Dallas airport after the messenger service faced assault charge remains in the hospital, police said Saturday. And the estimates continue to fall, and suggest investors are too often to stock at the price as far as below the current level. The latest news continue to confirm that investors remain too bullish on the turnaround at Chipotle Mexican Grill. The Federal Reserve has released one of the reports tonight how well Americans and the American economy are doing, and there's 2 headline parts are being picked up in this one report to the economic well-being in the U.S. If you look at the Redeem side, there's a good chance you were not able to see what your grandma saw when she was a little girl, as 1/3 of the world cannot see the Milky Way. Why that matters. Cape Canaveral, 2 million pounds of firepower successfully launched a behemoth Delta IV heavy rocket in a top secret eavesdropping and surveillance satellite in space today, marked down a taxiing climb. Directly in the geosynchronous orbit 22,300. Stuart Stevens' project mission managed for Juno shows how Juno spacecraft model was prepared to work in Jupiter's hazardous radiation environment. Thursday, JPL's clean room. Safe drinking water for all Michigan residents. Top to the list of priorities in the state's new 30-year water strategy to protect, manage, and enhance the state's water resources, including the Great Lakes. Take a look at New England Insular since Whitfield Red On. Work fire, Whippoorwill Cruise up. Fire shown from the roof and an unknown size strap structure at September Province Canteen. Peter Channel News on 11:03 on this late Saturday night. And it's time now for a Trevor Report. Let's start off down in Red On, where it's looking good downways and Bobways the Ocean State. Route 3 on the northwest side, Little Slow Round, Route 18 in Weymouth. But southeast Massachusetts sideways are looking good and Cape Cod ways are looking good. 93 on the northbound side, Little Slow from South Boston away at the Zaka Bridge in Boston and towards Somerville. 1A on the southbound side, Little Slow and a Mass Pike around the Logan Airport in East Boston. Mass Pike interchange with 128 in Weston, it's a little slow. Mass Pike interchanges with 290 in Auburn and it's a little slow. 391 on the northbound side, Little Slow and Holyoke. But highways and byways of Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Connecticut are looking good except on the Merritt Parkway in the eastbound side, a little slow down in Milford Stretch, so expect a few delays. Up in northern New England, Vermont direction main highways are looking good. Out in New York State, looking good highways and byways of the New York State. But down in New York City, few slowdowns here. 95 on the southbound side, also in the Bronx all the way out to George Washington Bridge. 95 on the northbound side, also from I-80 all the way out to the Bronx. FDR driving on the northbound side, so from the Upper East Side, Harlem. Midtown Tunnel, it's a little slow. From 25A all the way up to Midtown on the Line Expressway. Line Expressway on the westbound side, also from Grand Central Parkway in 678. 278 on the eastbound side, also from 478 all the way at the Bushwick. 278 on the westbound side, it is slow from Brooklyn Bridge all the way at the 478. Brooklyn Bridge on the southbound side, a little slow. West Side Highway on the northbound side, a little slow around Midtown Manhattan around the Lincoln Tunnel. 79 on the westbound side, a little slow around Jersey City. 278 on the westbound side, a little slow after the Veterans and Nerves Bridge, Belt Parkway, also from JFK Airport area to Belt Parkway. Highways and byways of New Jersey Turnpike and Garden State Parkway and Garden State in New Jersey's Lillington. Down in eastern Pennsylvania, I-81 on the southbound side of Wilson and Scranton. 76 on the northbound side, so from Philadelphia to King Prussia. 676 on the westbound side, so from Camden to Philadelphia. And Jersey Turnpike also for the Delaware Bridge. 95 on the southbound side, also in Wilmington. Out in Pittsburgh. It's looking at the highways and byways of the Steel City. Baltimore, Harbortown on the northbound side of 895. A little slow, but highways and byways of Baltimore are looking good. Baltimore, Washington Parkway, a little slow on the eastern side of the Washington, D.C. Capital Beltway and the westbound side, a little slow for the defensive stretch. Highways and byways of Maryland and D.C. are looking good. Highways of the Virginians are looking good out in the Midwest. 96 on the southbound side, a little slow on I-75 from Warren all the way at the Warren, just headed towards Detroit. 90 on both ends, a little around 290 in Chicago, 290 in the eastbound side, a little slow from 55 all the way out to Interstate 90 in Chicago. 69 on the southbound side, a little around 465 in Indianapolis. 70 in the eastbound side, a little around Columbus, Ohio. But highways and byways, the Midwest are looking good. 94 in the eastbound side, a little around Ann Arbor, Michigan. Route 75 on the northbound side, a little around Chattanooga, around Route 65. 75 on the southbound side, also southern Georgia. Route 10 on the westbound side, also up to Route 55, Louisiana. 45 on the northbound side, also headed towards Houston. 35 on the southbound side, also on Waco, Texas. And highways and byways of the West Coast are looking good. Take a look at MBTA alerts at 11:06. Commuter rail looking good. On the subway, looking good. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Your channel news time, 11:07 p.m. on this late Saturday night. And it's time now for a weather report. And latest radar shows clusters of showers and thunderstorms from southwestern portions of Martha's Vineyard, stretching and southwestern and Nantucket. Never line of clusters of showers from the northeastern tip of Nantucket, stretching out to sea. A lot of showers and storms from southeastern portions of Long Island. Way off. Out in New England, seeing a few spotty rain showers from northeastern Vermont up to the extreme portion of the northeastern and northwestern portions of Maine. Spotty rain showers in western and east portions of Nova Scotia. And a little line of showers over north central Quebec and northwestern portions of Maine around Fort Kent. Alright. 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we are going to have some punch bar. Go by. Podcast go to about 6 degrees. Light southwest wind. Sunday, Chris skies with high to safe for about 53 degrees. Northwest wind by 10 to 6 miles. Gusts as high as 30 to 35 miles an hour. For Monday, most of today's podcast got about 73 by 54 degrees. Northwest winds by 9 to 60 miles. Gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. For Tuesday, Saturday, most of the skies about 70 by 56 degrees. Wednesday, Sunday podcast about 79 about 56 degrees. Thursday, most of the podcast about 79 about 56 degrees. Friday, Saturday, most coast got about 67 about 56 degrees. And for Saturday, Sunday skies about 81 degrees. Currently in the north near it is a foggy misty sky that is a 64 degrees. Humidity is upset. 8 to the bell Celsius. So that's me for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock through this late. Sorry, June 11th, 2016. Peter saying, I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.